Welcome to another episode of I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam.
Hello, friends of the podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Samantha.
Lisa.
Listen, right now I have this. You just did something. You just changed something.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Yes, because we always do 6 seconds of silence, and you held up a hand with 5 and a 2, and that's 7. That's not 6. That's 7.
Because you spoke during the first second.
That's too much to ask for. That's too much.
Oh my God. Could you please just stop?
6 is all I can do. Barely.
Barely.
Oh, Samantha. I gotta say, you know what? So one of the girls I work with at the gift shop, she's gonna start listening to the podcast.
Oh.
She follows us on our socials.
Okay.
Interesting conversation as I tried to explain to her about our, she's like, I feel like I learned, she goes, I haven't listened to your podcast yet, but I see you on Instagram and on the socials. And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, I feel like maybe I've learned too much about you this week. And I'm like, oh God. And she's an older gal, hey? I'm like, I gotta tell you. I said, first off, let me tell you, right? Not my vagina we're talking about, my friend.
No!
Not my vagina.
And it wasn't even it was a fake story we were talking about.
They weren't our tricks that we were discussing.
No.
Right? However, the toots may or may not have been mine.
The toots were probably yours.
But then she said it's the lactose or the fructose or the something toast in it. In the hot lips that cause it.
Oh, okay.
Like,
there you go.
Thank God it's explainable. Right? Thank God. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
That's a little awkward. In a funny kind of way.
That's a good one.
I know, right? How crazy is that? How's your week been?
Oh, well, you know how my week goes.
I know. It goes well. It goes relaxingly well so far still.
Well, Lisa, you're going to have to explain to me, like, how I'm going to cope for another month.
Samantha, you can do it. You really can. You really can.
All right, Lisa.
Right? The better months to do it, unfortunately, were through the winter.
Yes, because there was nothing to do.
No, right? There was nothing to do and nobody was doing things around you.
Yes.
Right? That's the only difference. So, you know what? You're going to have to start inviting me over for a barbecue. Doing things like that, right? You're going to have to start entertaining at your parents' house.
Oh, okay.
Socially distanced entertaining.
Well, that's not happening right now because we're a bit on a freeze.
I know, right? And we're not part of your bubble.
Nope, you're not part of that bubble.
You know, I was thinking about sneaking in, but I'm like, I don't even think I can sneak in your bubble right now.
I don't think so.
Right?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
But I got some hot news.
Okay, tell me.
Well, the hot news is fake news.
What?
The story that we told about Amy Poehler was actually fake news.
Oh my God, did we make it up?
No. I don't know where you got it from, but it's
I read it.
No, some website.
Yeah.
At the top it says fake news.
Oh, so I didn't just invent it.
No, somebody wrote it, but it's fake news.
But it's fake.
We apologize to those people who thought Amy Poehler had a doppelganger. Apparently she does not, and it never happened. But it would, no offense, still kind of funny.
Dear Amy Poehler, because we know you must listen to the podcast, because all the celebs are.
All celebs are.
We're sorry.
Yes.
But you were good food for fodder.
Yes, you were.
Right?
Still funny.
It was still funny.
Still funny.
Right?
But I have more hot news.
Oh, how exciting.
For those of us, and I'm not counting you in this, so close your ears.
Okay, I'm not listening.
For those of us who love Downton Abbey 2 is coming out December 22nd of this year. Yes, they're doing a second Downton Abbey movie, and I cannot wait.
Well, listen, I'll go with you just for the free movie and the popcorn. And I'll go to the other theater. But I'll go and I'll do that.
Yes, Lisa.
Right? Because why? Why do we care about that show?
I love Downton Abbey.
I know you do.
I love all things British.
No, I love all things British.
No, I do.
No, I do.
No, I do.
You like all things fake British.
No, I like all things British.
You like all things make-believe on the TV British. I like all things
British.
In real life British.
I like British mysteries. I like a good Agatha Christie and a Poirot.
I like the real British people. Happy birthday to my girl Liz.
Yes, happy
She's
birthday.
95.
Yes.
Yeah, so no. Okay, so I'm the real Brit. You're the Brit wannabe.
You're not the real Brit. I am.
No. Samantha, I need to talk to you about something.
Lisa.
Okay. I got to touch on something. I just was talking about it for a minute, but I need to talk about it again.
Oh God.
Okay, so I'm I'm just going to do it. My name is Lisa and I am a candyaholic.
Oh jeez.
Is this new?
No.
This is not new.
You were just absent from the candy scene for about a year-ish.
It was harder to get at, wasn't it?
It was harder to get.
Okay.
You snuck things.
I did.
I
was a closet eater.
You were a closet candy bar eater.
Closet candy bar eater.
Yeah.
I did my best candy bar eating after Mike went to work at 8:00 at night.
Yes, because you're like, it's in my pocket.
It's in my pocket. Don't let me forget about it. Now.
You always thought you were being sneaky. I swear to God that he knows. And you have a ton of candy at home.
I know, but now we don't really have candies, right? Because I'm not snacking after supper because I'm watching my waistline.
Oh, dear God.
So my lunch these days is an O. Henry chocolate bar.
Uh-huh.
Right? Because I'm just trying to, slim down a little bit.
Okay.
Right? Because it's only 300 and some calories. And if that's all the calories I have till supper, I think I'm doing pretty good.
Yes, I know.
Right? I'm under the radar. That's
it's not the right kind of calories, though, Lisa.
But are there really right and wrong calories?
Yes, apparently there are. And nutritionists all around the world would probably say that.
But you know what? It's because nobody's got the cojones to say, just eat the candy.
Oh, my God.
Be happy to get the calories.
You're eating the candy, so don't worry.
I'm eating the candy. Okay, but so at my work, you know how honey is like the big trend of 2021?
Yes, because the bees are dying.
Because the bees are dying, right? So honey, honey this, honey that. Gotta have honey. Everything you read, honey. Love a bee, kiss a bee. Don't be afraid of a bee.
Love a bee, kiss
right?
a bee.
Don't be afraid of a bee. Right?
I'm not going to kiss a bee.
Right? Eat their honey.
Yes.
All this, right? So at the gift shop, I purchased some honey.
Okay.
Because it's Mother's Day.
Uh-huh.
And they had these great sampler packs.
Okay.
So one's a plain honey.
Uh-huh.
One's a different honey, and the other is a cinnamon sugar honey. Sounds good, right?
Sounds delicious.
Sounds delicious. I can't get those suckers to sell for the life of me. Nobody cares about the honey. So my boss and I were talking about that today. And I'm telling her, I'm like, you know what? It's going down as the dud of 2021. Nobody cares about the honey. This is what she says to me. Well, maybe we need to, maybe it's how we market it. Maybe we need to tell people, what would we use honey with? And she says to me, stone cold face. Well, what would you use honey on? I'm like, I don't know. I hate honey. She's like, maybe that's the problem. Do you think, Samantha, that the honey knows that I hate it? And that I'm giving off a negative karma, a bad vibe?
You are giving off a negative vibe about honey.
Around the honey display?
Yes, very much so.
I don't know. Because now I'm like, let's just sell this goddamn shit. And maybe it hears me say that.
Probably.
Right?
Yes.
So now I have to find a way to be positive about the honey. Because you know me, I'm not eating it, right? I'm allergic.
Yes, I know.
Right? So I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole. Trendy or not. I don't care about the bee. Right? I don't care. Would that bee ever do for me?
Nothing.
Right, exactly. All it did was introduce me to wasps, because then they just want to hurt you.
Wasps have nothing to do with bees.
But they kind of do, right? Because they're kind of like they are a mean, ugly cousin of the bee.
Okay.
Right? They are a mean, ugly cousin.
You know what? It's hard to follow your train of thought, because we went from selling honey to now thinking a wasp is the cousin of the bee.
Well, the wasp, they look like a bee. They're just not fluffy.
No, and they like to sting.
Yeah. The only goal that a wasp has is to maim you.
Yes, this is true.
That's all it wants to do, is to hurt everything around it.
The bees have a job.
The bees have a job. By all means, the bees have a job, right?
Uh-huh.
but the wasps do not.
I
But I'm
think
just
you need to go into selling us honey with a more positive attitude.
Oh, I had a positive attitude till it started not selling. And now I'm just like, what the hell's with the honey?
I don't know.
I don't
don't
know.
know.
Samantha.
Huh?
I know right now friends of the podcast are thinking, God, she's just complaining today, but I got one more complaint.
Okay.
It's not really a complaint. It's an observation. Let's call it that. Lisa's observation, okay? It sounds more positive, doesn't it?
Yeah, yes, it does.
Why I'm just throwing this out there into the world. Why build the new barbecue if we're never going to use it?
You haven't used it yet?
Exactly. Nope. It just sits out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long has it been built?
It's been built for a whole week.
Is he waiting? Like, what is he waiting for?
For the perfect barbecue weather. It's too cold. It's too windy. Right? They're just hot dogs that we're wanting to cook on it. Right?
Oh, dear.
Oh, Samantha. But guess what? Thank God. If I'm not the one who's excited about the barbecue, you know who is? Our dear friends, the pigeons. Because
really?
we have a lovely new barbecue cover.
Yes.
And the other day, on Saturday, Mike heard the noises, right? You know, you do the noise. Yeah, right. Oh, that noise makes me throw up a little bit. Right? So anyways, Mike heard that noise. So he went out to the patio. And all of a sudden, there is this huge kerfuffle going on because the pigeons, they are canoodling under the barbecue cover. I see a tall man, a broom, and pigeons flapping to save their life.
Oh my God.
What
Are you kidding
hell?
me?
What the fuck? Right? So now we have an expensive barbecue cover, not on the barbecue.
Not on the barbecue.
Because guess what? We did not buy a barbecue to give them a place to have sex, Lisa. No, we did not, Mike. Right? That's definitely not the purpose, right?
That is definitely not the purpose of your barbecue cover.
It was definitely not the purpose of the barbecue.
Oh my God.
The cover is meant to keep the rain off and prevent it from the elements. It's not to give them a place to hide so they can do it. And people wonder right now why I eat O. Henry's for my lunch. That's how I tie it all back to the full circle moment, just like that.
God. Oh my God.
Yep, just like that.
Oh my God, that is so funny. I could just see him wielding that broom.
Oh, and he was, He was, right? He was.
Oh my God, just hacking away at those poor pigeons.
I know. He says he's bound and determined. He's going to put a little bit of oven cleaner on a piece of bread.
Oh,
He said it won't kill them. It's just going to upset their stomach. And I'm like, so help me God. Number one, I don't want to know about it. Number two, if I see a sick pigeon on my patio, I'm going to lose my shit. And then you're going to see me with the broom, Mike Gibson.
Oh my God.
Right?
Oh my God.
Because he feels he's given them enough warning.
Yes.
And he has. But
Oh my God.
I don't know if upsetting their tummies is the way to go.
I don't think so.
Right?
But you know, the problem is that I'm picturing all of this in my mind and I'm just thinking, oh my God, that is so funny. And then I have to ask, why do you guys still live there?
No, I don't know. Because I think deep down we're trailer park trash. Right? As my mother, oh my God, if she was alive today, would be like, you are not supposed to still be living there 21 years later because we're lazy.
Yes, you're lazy.
Why?
We're all a little bit lazy. Moving sucks. Who wants to move?
Right? Once we're a certain age, it's like, oh God. Because now I'm like, I want to move, but it's like, oh God, do I want to move in the summer? No, I'd rather just deal with the summer.
Oh my God.
And then the
seriously?
fall comes, right? Well, right? Hi, do you want to pack up all your shit? No. Do you want to start looking at place? No. We looked at one place he didn't fit. I'm like, I'm done. I'm over this. Right? Right? I'm like, I'm over. Our next move needs to be separate.
No, don't say that.
I'm just joking. We'll never be separate, but
No, you will not. But
at
that's
least
okay.
not physically. In our hearts, maybe, but not physically.
Okay, but speaking of birds,
Yes.
okay, we were talking about sunflower seeds the other week
Yeah.
and how we were like, they're just so much work.
So much work.
You know, birds eat sunflower seeds, hey?
I know, right? It's like their main food, I think.
So birds eat like sunflower seeds, peanuts, nuts. Like,
Yeah.
how come they can eat that and we eat the same thing?
Like, we shouldn't be eating pet food
Bird food.
or any food that is eaten by others other than a human.
Well, because if anybody watches Jan Arden's feed, she's feeding her deer.
Yes.
I feel like there's sunflowers in the stuff she's feeding them too, and the
Of
birds.
course. Yeah, right? And I don't think we should, I don't think that we should, I mean, we need to pick a team. Who's getting the sunflower? Is it humans or is it the birds?
Well, sunflowers are out in the wild, so the birds can do whatever they want.
But they are so much work. Like they're fine if they're just the seeds. But God, to have to go through all the trouble of like shelling. It's like corn on the cob, right? Why can't they build corn on the cob in the fields that we don't have to shuck? Right? Wouldn't that be the best? Unshucking corn. I want the farmers to build a corn on the cob in the field that I don't have to shuck.
Okay, but if it didn't have that stuff over top of it, the shuck or whatever the hell it is, the birds would get at it.
Well, the birds can't have everything.
Well, they like corn.
What do the scarecrows do?
Oh my God, we're sharing corn with the birds.
We're sharing corn.
Too. Right? Oh my God.
Yeah, but what are the scarecrows? What's the point of a scarecrow if he's not going to get the birds away from the unshucked corn?
I think the birds are a little smarter than that scarecrow.
Because the scarecrow's not real.
Well, because the scarecrow isn't doing its job.
It's just a doll out in the middle of the field.
It's a doll.
Just a dumb doll.
It's a doll. Yes, it's a doll. It's a really big, ugly doll.
Just a big, dumb doll. Right? That does nothing. They're not scared of you. They're sleeping on your arms. They're not afraid of you.
No, they're not. Yeah.
Right? If they're
land on friends.
If they land on you, they're not afraid.
No, they are not.
God, maybe that's what I need for our patio, a big doll. Maybe I need to bring out the Korean doll from the closet and see if that scares those birds off.
That would totally scare off the birds.
It scares me off.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
So weird.
Oh my God. Okay, so is there ever a moment in your life like you have dressed for your day and all of a sudden you think, do I have underwear on?
Oh my God, are you living in my mind right now? On Monday, I wore a new pair of pants.
Uh-huh.
And they fit so nicely. I actually had to double check that I had put my panties on.
Oh my God.
Because it didn't feel like I had my underwear on.
Okay.
That's weird, hey?
That is very weird,
Do you find that sometimes?
No, not really, no.
Well, right now you're probably living in the life of no underwear. Right? Because you're in commando vacation mode.
It's also very hot.
I know, right? Hey, I tell you right now, panties on, panties off. Off. Right? Because I'm at home.
Share.
Hi, we share everything. That's what we do. We claim not to teach people. We never said we wouldn't share things with people, Samantha.
That's true. That is very true.
So yes, lots of times. And then sometimes I'm just not wearing them. Like not at work. Like not out in public though.
Out in public, you're like?
Panties on.
Panties on.
Fully clothed.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. Good to know, Lisa.
Right. I'm not a monster.
Not a monster.
Not a monster.
Okay, but I have a question.
Okay.
Because we're getting to that time in the season where we are
friends of the podcast. It's too bad we're not streaming live right now. You would have just seen we just had a guest appearance by the lovely Pixie held by Larry Sperling. Secretly crossing through like nobody was looking.
Like nobody was looking and can't hear a thing.
So funny. Probably I do believe he did not hear a thing.
I know. Okay. So we're coming up to summer. It's getting nicer. I saw this thing and it's cave camping.
Oh.
You in, you out.
Bats.
I don't. Possibly. It's out in the wild.
I don't love a good bat, but I've dealt with bats, so
And
I could cope.
It's a cave, so it's rocky. You're laying on a rock.
But do I have an air mattress?
I have no idea.
If I can bring my air mattress, I'm in. Right?
I'm out. I'm not camping in a cave. I won't regular camp in a tent, so I'm not camping in a cave.
No, but a cave would be better. A cave would be bigger.
A cave would be awful.
I don't know. I think a
mattress
cave might be
or
cool.
Not.
I think a cave kind of sounds a little bit cool. Especially like if you're just like at one with the bears or something.
Oh, yeah. No.
I don't know. Maybe I might do it. I don't know. Like as much as I don't love all of the roughing it stuff, it sounds interesting.
Would the HHG do it?
No, our HHG, she not doing that. She's she glamping. Right?
I'm glamping with her.
She's glamping at the Hilton.
That's my kind of girl.
Right? A lot like my mom that way, right? Right? All right, kids, we're going to go camping. Mom will be at the Hilton. Your father's going to drop you guys off over there somewhere. Right? Pitch a tent and have fun.
Have a good time.
But speaking of the HHG, some interesting news with our girl.
Oh, yeah.
She got a new part-time job.
No way.
Yes.
That's cool. Why does she need a part-time job?
She don't. She don't need one.
She don't need one.
She don't need one. She got a full-time job.
I know.
You know what it is?
What?
It's Instacarting.
Oh, she's a personal shopper.
She has a lanyard that gets her to the front of the line. It's like skip the line at the Costco.
Oh,
when
see.
She's buying all the stuff.
Okay, yeah.
So today was her first official day.
How did she do?
Oh my God. She remember when I did skip the dishes? Remember when I did my driving volunteer?
Yes, you skipped the dishing.
And I loved it so much.
Uh-huh.
Well, she loved it even more. Loved it.
Really?
Yes. She was like texting and just loving it so much. Having so much fun because she's just shopping for other people, right?
This is true.
And picking. She's decided that the Costco people are a better shop than the Walmart people.
Oh.
Yeah, no tips out of the Walmarts.
Oh.
Right? Tips out of the Costcos.
Okay.
So she was doing it, right? And then she plays a game with herself and she pretends that if she gets it done, she gets $1 million. So I think she got $4 million today.
Did she?
I think she did really, really good. I think, you know what though, because it was making her so happy. So it was so funny, right? Like, can't you just see her like running with a cart?
That is so hilarious.
Doing all of that fun stuff.
Oh my God.
I know, right? I think she would be the best personal shopper. But then it got me thinking to this. All the people that do their ordering online for their groceries.
Uh-huh.
You think they're being judged?
No. Why? By what they buy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know.
Yes, they are. Right? If I'm buying Dr. Pepper, Ding Dongs, Honey Buns, and Pogo Sticks, I'm being judged. Somebody's already decided who I am, probably where I live, and what I look like.
Potentially.
Right? Which I think would make it even more fun of a game. Right? The was I right? You could play that game, and then when you get there, you'd be like, oh, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Put your judgment pants on.
Put your judgment pants on. I think people are judging. So I was just happy because she was having so much fun doing it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I think she worked for 8 hours today.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, she was busy. She bought herself 3 pairs of shoes during it all.
She did her own shopping?
Well, because she took a little break, right? So she probably outspent her money.
Yes.
She maybe ended up in the hole, probably.
Probably.
Right? Because she was doing her own shopping. But whatever makes her happy.
Yes.
Right? Whatever makes her happy. You know what's really weird is, you know how sometimes I get this weird spam in my mailbox?
Yes, you get very weird spam.
So this one isn't so weird, but what makes it weird is that this is nothing that I would ever look at or ever, although again, neither was any of the other stuff, but this is nothing that I would ever be interested in. I'm getting spam from a company called True Green Lawn Service.
You don't have a lawn.
I don't have a lawn. If I had a lawn, I wouldn't care about it.
No.
Right?
How did they get your email?
I don't know. And why? I'm like, do you even know me? Cause I don't even step on grass, let alone mow it or look at it or care about it. Right? It's right up there. Lawns and gardens are right up there with babies in my world. Hey?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right? Like DFC. I don't care.
Mm-mm.
Right? But isn't it weird? And I get like probably 2 or 3 a day from them.
Can you unsubscribe?
Yeah, but then I think that just gives them more ammunition.
No, it doesn't.
I think it does.
It stops them.
I don't know. You think it does for sure?
Yes.
Okay, I'll try. I don't think it does. I think they find another loophole.
Okay.
That's what I think. Okay, I'm going to try that, Samantha. Oh, because that sounds like a challenge. A little bit of a challenge, right? To see if you
I
stop.
could be right. Just saying.
Okay, well, we'll check that out. Okay, last week, you and I had a discussion about the ugly avocado pit.
You think it's ugly.
I do. I think it's ugly and unnecessary.
It's necessary.
I don't think it needs to be like that. Then Adam, our friend Adam from the Odd Dad Out podcast, he sent us a tweet and he said he wanted to know if we had any issues with peach pits. Well, now that we're talking about it, Adam, it's another pit that I don't really appreciate.
Oh, God, because it's in the way? What?
Too much, it's in the way and too much of the peach gets stuck in it.
Oh, well, yes.
Right?
Maybe, potentially.
Right? Like a lot of the peach gets lost in the pit.
Uh-huh.
In those grooves. Because at least with the avocado pit, not that I want to find anything positive about it, but at least with the avocado pit, Samantha, it's round.
And nothing sticks to it.
Nothing sticks to it. So I maybe actually have a bigger issue with the peach pit.
Thank you, Adam.
Yeah. Thank you, Adam. To answer your question.
For adding the peach pit to our problem.
I think I don't like the peach pit, Adam.
Oh my God.
Right? Because I think half of my peach is lost on the pit.
Can someone please explain to her that the reason behind that the fruit needs the pit for a reason?
Why? Okay, then talk to me about the watermelon seeds. Why does it need so many seeds?
Because you need seeds to regrow the watermelon.
But it needs 1 seed to plant 1 watermelon. Why do I have to have 100 seeds in my watermelon?
Because that's just a watermelon. Maybe that's just the way that God planned it. I don't know.
Grapes. What about grape?
Well, sometimes grapes have seeds and sometimes they don't.
So then that kills your whole theory.
I don't have a theory.
You have a theory.
This is your problem with pits, not mine.
I'm just saying, right? I don't like a good pit. I don't understand it.
Okay, well, you know what people don't like on our Facebook page right now?
What? Tell me.
Or in the group? They apparently don't like Monopoly and they don't like Battleship.
What was with that? Right?
Oh, Facebook Tuesday. You never let me down.
Facebook Tuesday, right? People hating on Monopoly. At one point, that was the only game in the whole wide world.
True.
Right?
True that.
And Dennis Milden, who is a friend of my friend's father and used to be our English high school teacher, he chimed in and he said, it's weird that we used to play it and enjoy it for so many hours. Now I'm just like, meh. Right? The thing is with Monopoly, right, is it's a game that you play out of necessity because there's nothing else to do.
True.
So I think if you look at Monopoly as that game, then it's not horrible because, right, it's, oh, thank God there was something to do.
I thought more people would pick Life if I'm being totally honest.
Yeah, like I didn't really love that game. And Sorry was kind of like a boring old game too.
Yeah. People picked Battleships and Monopoly, and then there was a couple of Sorries in there. Matt's Sorry was the best because he kept saying sorry. Matty the Canadian. Sorry. You know, that game, sorry. Sorry.
I'm picking sorry. But that was kind of funny. But I think with Battleship, do you think that it was more of a male dominated game?
Maybe. I mean, I don't mind Battleship because, well, and then there was someone, I can't remember the name. Oh, sorry. Who said that they got the electronic version, and when
Oh,
you hit a battleship, it made a sound.
oh, that'd be
I'm
better.
I'm in for that.
I'd be better, except unless you grew up in my household. All sound off, please. Try playing Simon just with the lights. Right? But Mom, I'm pretty sure that the sound has something just with the lights, please, kids. Right? You can play the handheld Pac-Man, volume off.
Oh my god.
Go. We weren't even in the same room as her. Right?
Oh my god, that's
just
so
in
funny.
case, right? Her house, her rules.
Yeah. Oh, and then Cameron Parker was like, Operation.
Yeah, you don't like Operation.
No,
apparently.
who needs the pressure, man?
That was a pressure-filled game,
Oh,
hey?
can't. Don't.
That was a pressure-filled game. And it's funny, Operation I don't think has changed over the years either.
No.
Weird.
It's still probably a good game if someone decides that they want to be a surgeon.
Yeah, practice on that. Exactly, right? Exactly. That was a lot of fun.
Yes, and today, Wednesday, you guys showed up to my Would You Rather. Thank you so much.
Right?
Thank you so much.
It looks like lots of people want a cape.
Well, there's a few eye patches in there, some
There
bejeweled.
was. Yeah, I know, right? Only thing with the eye patch now, right, is that it's just like one more thing to wear on your face.
Well, this is true.
Right?
But a cape is so much fun.
Cape is so much fun. I agree. Right?
But then that brings us to the call to action, you guys. We're calling out to you to bring your friends, your family, to our group, to our social media, to listen to the podcast, to subscribe to us, to download our episodes, show us some love by bringing your people to us. We have a Patreon account and we have Podbean Patreon. If you'd like to support the podcast for as little as $2 a month, you can do that. It's Patreon is patreon.com/I shake my head, and Podbean, you just type in I shake my head, you find us. Over my face is a bag of money apparently, and you hit that and you can sign up for that. Easy peasy. We also have merch on Threadless. It's ishakemyhead.threadless.com. You can get books or journals and mugs and hats and t-shirts and all that kind of fun stuff. Also, I mentioned our social media. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, and we have Twitter. You can find us at pod.links/ISMH or ismhead.podbean.com if that's how you would like to listen to us. But we also love being part of the Podfix network, and there are a great many podcasts to check out, so you can do that as well.
Samantha, we're everywhere.
We are everywhere.
Everywhere.
Lisa.
Samantha.
Let's get to it.
Okay. Oh.
How'd it go? How'd the funeral go on Saturday?
I tell ya, you know what? My heart broke. It broke a little. It broke a little more throughout the whole service. I cried a little because that's what I do.
Yep.
But it was a beautiful service.
Mm-hmm.
It was very poignant.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just apparently as how he would want it.
Quiet.
Just quiet. But I think like I got up early, right? Because I'm not missing it.
Yep.
Got up early, watched it all. I watched it 5 times.
Okay.
Yeah. And CNN was covering it, right? So I'm like, that's interesting too. Because they're covering it, right? Because of all the hoopla with the Meghan Markle stuff, right?
Oh, okay.
Because I think before that, I don't think CNN would have probably cared too much.
Probably not.
About it. But it was good. It was good. You know what was so sad was because the Queen was was by herself.
Yep.
And that was fine, right? Because you know what? She's the Queen and that's her thing. But then when they explained why she was by herself, it completely just broke my broken already heart. And they said the reason why she was sitting by herself was because in the UK, because of the COVID, they can only be within their own bubble, and their own bubble can only consist of their family. And they said she's just a family of one now.
Oh, no.
Oh, I know, right? And I was like, oh, she's just a family of one. Because everybody else is outside of her bubble.
Yeah.
Right? So they couldn't sit that close to her.
Oh.
I know. And I was just like, that's so sad. I thought she looked frail and I thought she looked sad.
I thought she looked sad too.
Yeah. But I mean, you know what? You would be sad.
Of course.
And she should be sad. So I think it was beautiful. I think they did it well. And there better not be another royal funeral for a really, really, really long time.
Yes.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Yes. Well,
Right?
how do you feel about the Harry, Prince William?
I don't know if it was really what it appeared to be.
Do you think there was any controversy?
I don't think there was controversy. I don't know if I think that it was as big of a deal as what it was made out to be.
Everything seems to be bigger.
Yeah, right? Like he's already back in the States.
Yep.
Like he didn't even stay for Granny's birthday.
No.
And I get his wife is, very pregnant and blah, 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 blah. However, right? So I think that Kate Middleton tried to play peacemaker.
Mm.
And I think that they were big enough to put on the brave face and walk together, after the service for a little bit. But I'm not thinking that necessarily continued after hours.
Probably not.
Yeah, I think there's still a lot of issues.
Like any family.
Yeah, right? I think that the brothers are not getting along right now.
Yeah.
Right? Shit happens, Samantha.
Shit happens, Lisa.
Right? Shit happens, right?
To be honest, more worried about the Queen.
More worried about the Queen, right?
Yeah.
Harry, whatever. You made your bed.
Yep.
Okay, but
Yes.
I got something new for the Boom Baby Bakery and Cafe.
Oh, we haven't had a new addition in forever.
It's spring, right? It's time to bring in a new menu item.
All right.
You ready for this?
Sure.
Strawberry rhubarb pie with a twist. And the twist, Samantha, is making it with some bumbleberries.
Okay.
Uh-huh. So it's going to sweeten it up a little bit, those bumbleberries will. And what we'll do is we're going to do a bumbleberry. So it's going to be a traditional strawberry rhubarb pie.
Uh-huh.
In the middle, right? I know what you're thinking. Oh, you're just going to throw the bumbleberries in. No, I'm not. So stop thinking you think you know what I'm doing, because that's not what I'm doing. We're going to put in a little bit of a bumbleberry reduction.
Oh,
and by reduction, I mean, we're going to put it in a saucepan, and we're going to reduce it.
Uh-huh. You have such big words.
I know, right? And we're going to put that into the filling.
Okay.
And that's the twist. And then when we're plating it, because it needs to look beautiful, right?
Okay.
We will have a little sprinkling of bumbleberries, because not everybody knows what a bumbleberry is.
True.
Right? So we'll have a little sprinkling of bumbleberries on the side. Doesn't that sound delicious?
Delish.
Thank you, Lisa. That's my own recipe right there, Samantha. Strawberry rhubarb pie with a bumbleberry reduction.
Oh my God.
I think Janie Oliver would be like, shut the front door.
I'm wondering if you stole that from her new website.
I never stole it from her new website. However, she may want to put it on there.
Okay.
You just never know, right? So in the next few weeks, look for new items to be coming to the Boom Baby Bakery and Cafe.
Fantastic. I can't wait.
It's that time.
Okay. All right.
Okay. But here's one that we're not going to put on. We're not bringing.
Okay.
Because even though it's gone viral, I think it's old and it's done.
Okay.
Buttering your saltine cracker became a viral hit.
When did that become a viral hit?
I don't know, but it did. Is that something you ever did?
Back in the day, man.
Everybody did it. Have some crackers and butter.
It's old school, man.
I know, right? And it became a viral hit.
When you got nothing to snack on, oh, I got margin. I got a saltine cracker.
Right?
Butter.
Right? Right? You don't need the peanut butter. You don't need the cheese whiz. You got butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like if you don't have a spread for your toast, put a little sugar in your butter.
Just put a little sugar in your butter.
Add a little cinnamon. There you go.
Right? Cinnamon, sugar, butter. Yum. Oh my goodness. I'm like,
Hi.
why is this brand new? Who thinks
I
this
know.
is brand new? It's buttering a cracker.
Those Gen Z TikToker people.
Oh, I tell ya. But speaking of those Gen Zs, guess what? I may have ditched the socket.
Because of them?
No, because I can't get it to stay on my foot the right way.
Because you're just not capable of things.
Because my ankle is really, really narrow at the back. My Achilles heel is really, really, really narrow. And it never stays. It just slips down. So all I'm doing all day is lifting the shoe off the back of my heel, pulling up my socket. That's all I do. And then I take 2 steps and oops, slips back down again. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm done with these sockets.
Oh my God.
I'm going back to bare feet.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're ridiculous.
Because I have no Achilles heel, right? It's so skinny that socket doesn't stick on it. Like, you know how you get that sticky part on the socket?
Yes.
It just rolls down.
This is true.
Just rolls on down.
But speaking of the Gen Z people.
Okay.
You know who you are.
They do know who they are.
They've apparently replaced TV with TikTok.
No, you know what? That's not acceptable.
I do not, as someone who watches like a fair, like if I could have Netflix or if I could watch like 911 Lone Star, like that would make me so sad.
I know, right?
However, I would still watch, even if I didn't have cable, I would still use all the apps.
Yes.
Which I am using.
Yes.
And they're lovely because you can see all the shows.
Exactly, right? Which is good.
Like, how can you not watch? Is it because of how we grew up? It must be.
I don't know. Like, TikTok to me is fine. Like, oh God, I got nothing else to do. Let me check out TikTok. But that's just for a few minutes and then I'm over it.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. I don't love it. I don't love the TikTok. Now I just think not everything is funny, people. Right? Not every conversation needs to be.
If I see that freaking thing,
right?
Like, and I've already seen it, people.
And I just think not every conversation needs to be lip synced.
No.
Right?
No.
I don't know. I think we love TV.
I grew up like that.
I did too.
I grew up watching movies too, and I feel like that still needs to be an experience. So I hope that comes back after the pandemic.
You know what? You're more of a movie person than me. I like to go to the movies for the popcorn.
It's always food with you, Lisa.
It's always food with me.
And it's always crap food.
It's always crap food, right? Like it has to be a really, really, really good movie for me to really care if I go to it.
Oh my God.
But I'll go.
I know.
I'll go.
I know.
Right? I'm just saying.
I know.
I know.
You know, I have to say this. Okay. I'm watching a show.
Uh-huh.
And my mom knows nothing about what's happening. She asks me a million questions.
Oh, she's me.
Yes. And all I thought was, oh my God.
Right? She's the older version.
Because that's what you do to me when we go to a movie.
I know, because I don't understand it.
Because you don't get anything. And I'm like, just watch the movie. No. I don't know more than you.
I know, but I've already lost my interest in it. And I'm already in my mind thinking, God, I have to sit here for 2 hours watching this. I wonder if I can just talk to Sam for a couple seconds now.
No, because you're interrupting my ability to watch it.
Hence why you sit one seat between us.
Yes, because I need you to shut up.
I need some space. I need it to be really hard for you to scoot on over and talk.
Oh my God.
Saying.
Oh my God.
I know.
Okay, Lisa.
Samantha.
I need your thoughts about Sharon Osbourne going on Bill Maher.
I watched it.
Too soon?
No, not at all.
No?
No, I thought it was perfectly tasteful.
Okay.
I thought Bill Maher was being typical Bill Maher. I thought he was trying to get a little bit of dirt.
Oh, okay.
It didn't happen. You know what? He actually really summed it up really well, in my opinion only. My opinion only. Which was, she lost her job because she didn't agree with somebody else's opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's kind of true, right? Mm-hmm. So then Bill Maher said, in today's society, are we not allowed to say, why is it so wrong to say, you know what? He's my friend. I don't agree with what he's saying, but he's still my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that a horrible thing to say? You and I disagree a lot. And a lot of times. I
Yes,
would
we
hate
do.
to think that it would have to ruin, that I would have to pick or choose my friendship with you over something that you said. I would like to think that I could say, you know what? I don't agree with what she said, but she's still my friend.
Right. And still be their friend.
And still be their friend.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Why can't people have differences of opinions? And I think that that was kind of the whole gist of the whole Sharon Osbourne thing. And I think that the whole thing became like, I don't think that it means that she's racist because she's still friends with him. Because is he truly a racist?
Or does he just not like Meghan Markle for whatever reason?
For whatever reason. And I guess he may not like Meghan Markle for a million reasons, and it might not have anything to do with the color of her skin.
True.
Right? So I don't know.
Because we don't know why. And he's not saying why.
No.
Right?
Exactly.
So we're guessing.
We're guessing that it's because she's black.
Yeah.
And you know, Sharon Osbourne is his friend, and she's saying he's not a racist, but doesn't agree with the stand that he took.
It was pretty harsh.
Yes, right? And I think it's bigger to say that I don't agree with what came out of my friend's mouth than anything.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. What do you think?
No, I didn't watch it, so
yeah.
All I know is that she, because of what she said on the show, and then later, several of her co-hosts, her ex-co-hosts, stepped up and said that she had said several.
Yeah. Now he did ask about that. She denied some. She denied some. She did say that there have been things that she has said in the past that were out of anger and out of frustration, and that she has apologized and is embarrassed that she would have ever said something that maybe like that what she did say.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to the whole, you know, God, are we never allowed to make a mistake? Right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think sometimes we just judge.
Yeah.
Right?
A little bit.
So, I don't know, Samantha. It's hard to say.
Yeah. I thought it was, well, you know what? Sharon Osbourne is a very charismatic and very boisterous person.
Yep, she is.
Right? So
she is.
I'm not surprised that she came out and had sort of her say.
No, you know. And I don't know. I mean, I guess she ruffles feathers. She's that person, right?
Yes, she does.
You know, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't think I would want to turn my back on my friend, even though I didn't. I mean, boy, you would have to just say something so earth shattering for me to just not be ever be your friend again.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
You'd have to be you know what, Lisa? I think you suck because you like O. Henry's. I'd be like, hey, you know what, Samantha? We can't continue a friendship with this. Right? This is bullshit, man.
Lisa, your tendency to eat crap for lunch, I just can't anymore.
And then what do I say to you? You know what? You're still my friend, and but however, I don't agree with your opinion. That's what I would say to that. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that.
And then you'd say, Sam, it's my $20. And I'd be like, well, true that.
Right? True that, right? Right? You're just upset because you don't have an O. Henry that close to you.
I would go for the eat more. So,
yes, you would. Yes, you would. Okay, so here's something interesting. On the commercials, on the TV commercials for McDonald's, they're advertising the new Western barbecue burger. Have you seen it?
Yes, I've seen it.
It looks so good.
I'm not interested.
I'm interested. You want to know why?
Why?
Because of the barbecue sauce. Do you think it's the McRib sauce, Samantha?
Well, because they're not bringing the McRib back for you, so yes.
If it's the McRib sauce, that's the next closest thing to the darn McRib. I know it's a cow and not a pig, but it's the sauce, right? And I saw that and I'm like, oh my God, that looks like McRib sauce.
It does.
Might have to give that sucker a try.
It doesn't in any way entice me, but go ahead and give it a shot.
Yeah, but you're not enticed by things like that.
No, I am not.
Right? You're just not. Okay, I have a crazy question for you.
Sure.
Do you have a favorite cooking utensil? And do you use them for different things? So, for example, you have a spoon that mixes the iced tea. Do you have a certain utensil that you use for certain things?
That's so funny.
Why?
Because yes.
You do?
There's when we were growing up, there was like a spoon that you used to like always make the iced tea with.
Okay.
And it's your iced tea. It's the iced tea teaspoon or like plastic spoon.
Iced teaspoon.
Yeah.
Now, would you ever use that spoon to say, stir the Kraft dinner?
No.
Because it's the iced teaspoon. Thank you very much. Because a spoon is just not a spoon.
No, because it has a designated use.
Yes, and I don't want the Kraft dinner spoon or I don't want that Kraft dinner spoon being used in my iced tea.
Right? Because it could taste like KD. Like who needs that?
Especially if it's the wooden spoon.
Right?
Everybody knows that the wood just holds all the flavors.
Yeah, that's really
No, not right. If you live in a man's world, they just grab something and stir. And I'm like, oh my God. Note to self, don't ever use that spoon again because it's been used for something that it shouldn't be used for.
I feel like this has happened in your house.
Why can't a spoon just be a spoon?
Well, because that would be too easy. Like for them to understand that not every spoon has the same function.
Right? Just like, it's like the HHG says that her husband uses a big spoon for things. Why are you using a big spoon for little spoon items? Right? Big spoon doesn't get used for salad. It's a fork.
It's a fork.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
He uses a spoon to eat a salad?
I think he does.
What?
Yeah, I think he uses a spoon. Hopefully he doesn't listen to us anymore. I think he uses... She always says we can talk about anything.
We're bearing your secrets.
I think he uses a spoon for lots of things.
Really?
Yeah, like Mike will use, when he cuts, I told you this before, when he cuts a piece of pie, he uses like the same knife I cut the turkey with.
What?
I'm like, that's to cut like a roast beef or turkey, not a slice of apple pie. Right? And everything in Mike's world has to go on the big plate. Right? It's a sandwich. Why can't it just go on the little plate?
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know. When did the spoon stop being the spoon?
And when did a fork become redundant?
Yeah.
To eating salad?
Right? And you use the big spoon for not everything.
No. For cereal, for porridge, for soup. For, I don't know, stew maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, and the little spoon really is probably just for stirring your tea.
Well, or eating dessert.
Yeah, right? Because we're not monsters.
Right. And oh my God.
I know. I'm just saying.
We're divided. Oh, goodness.
We're divided. Men versus women, right? Right? That's what it is. It's like battle of the sexes.
Oh my God, about utensils.
Utensils.
Is odd.
It's like a utensil argument.
That's very odd.
Isn't that so crazy? I just want like knife and fork and spoon. Knife, fork, spoon. Knife, fork, spoon. Knife, fork, spoon.
Okay.
Yeah, like phone, wallet, keys. Knife, fork, spoon.
Phone, wallet, keys.
Yeah, that's all that I want, Samantha. I'm just saying. Okay, I saw this really cool thing.
Uh-huh.
You ever put a bowl in the microwave and then after it heats up, it's so hot you got to get the oven mitts on?
Yes.
Okay, and that sucks, right?
Yes.
Exactly. There's this thing, and it's like a I don't know, it's like it's not plastic and it's not rubber, but it's some sort of special material, and it goes in the microwave on the tray. Your soup bowl sits on it, but the thing that your soup bowl is now sitting on, it's got handles.
Oh, so you can pick it up by it.
Yes.
Huh.
I'm like, that's brilliant. Right? And because nothing's worse than taking, right, you got to get the hot bowl out of the microwave.
This is true.
Right? With the big mitts on.
Very, very true.
And then the thumb always goes in the soup.
Ugh.
Right?
Or you're burning your fingers.
You know what I would like to do? We should do this for Facebook or for we should ask people to send us pictures of their oven mitts. I want to see how nasty people's oven mitts are. Because I bet you people have nasty oven mitts, Samantha.
I bet you they do.
Right?
Remember we wanted people to send us pictures of their...
Remember we did medicine cabinets, we did fridges, we did pantries.
Yeah.
The HHG was having a pantry dilemma. I don't remember what she said. It was late at night. She sent a text and she said that she sent a picture to her cousin Krista saying this is what my pantry looks like or something. And Krista took a picture of how neat hers was. And then I took a picture of mine. Next day, HHG sends me a text in the morning. Guess I'm cleaning. I'm like, you don't need to clean your pantry, but all the bags that are left open, like, just tell your kids, like, close those things, like, seal the cereal box back up, kids.
Oh my God.
Right?
She got shamed into cleaning her pantry.
I think she got shamed into cleaning her pantry. And that's so funny.
That's not good.
Oh, it was something about it was Courtney Cox doing an Instagram thing, and she was saying, I really am Monica Geller, and she was showing her pantry.
Oh, that's right. I saw that.
That's what that was. And so the HHG took a picture of hers and thinking that everybody's was going to look like hers. No, I don't think, not many.
No, not many.
Not many. It's so funny.
Okay, but speaking of famous people.
Yes.
I have a bone to pick with Anne Hathaway.
Ooh, why is that?
Well, people are saying that she brought back the French bang.
Uh-huh.
But it was really me.
When did you bring back a French bang?
I was sporting a French bang last year already.
Samantha, you were sporting
I was doing a nice side swoop, and I'm still doing a nice side swoop.
You are not. You're doing an old, ugly bun.
No, I'm not. Well, no, not today. But when I do my hair.
When did you have for the last 5 years you did a bun?
No,
you did a messy bun.
I have not done a bun.
You've done a bun.
Seriously, can you please stop? When I go to work and I have my bangs are across, or I do a little side thing with a little side bang, it was the French bang. Anne Hathaway did not bring it back. Sam brought it back.
Where's the rest of your hair when you have that bang? It's up in a bun?
Usually back in a bun.
So you have a French bang bun. Right?
Yes, but I look lovely.
In a French bang bun.
Yes, thank you for French bang bun.
You have the French bang bun, and Anne Hathaway just has the French bang.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
Just saying it was me first.
Okay, Samantha.
All right.
We'll give you the French bang bun. Uh-huh. Brought to you by Samantha Sperling.
Uh-huh.
Hey, do we still want to wear pajamas as adults?
I think getting out of your bed, sure.
like a full-fledged pajama?
No, I don't. I don't know.
Right. Like right now, I'm in a capri and a tank top. Neither match. And let's go into bed with me.
I think that if somebody is wearing matching PJs, good for you.
Good for you, right?
Good for you.
Right?
I think that when people finally get to their bed, they're just like, if it fits, it's on.
Right? I think
if they're even if they're wearing pajamas to bed.
Oh God, I can't do that.
I read an article where it said that adults now, there's like a 70% of adults don't wear pajamas to bed because they prefer to sleep naked.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you know what the problem is in my opinion, with that is I just think that, God, you know what? I just don't want to see all my parts right there when I wake up. Like, oh, God.
So it's not about anybody else seeing your parts. It's about you seeing your parts.
It's me, right? And wondering what's at my side. Oh, it's my boob. At least in a tank top, I can feel it, but I can't see it, right?
Right. And you think it's relatively like
placed where it should be.
Where it should be.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. Isn't that so funny?
Oh, this is not good.
No, not good.
Not good. Okay, but you know what is good?
What?
It's time for your favorite part of the podcast, Lisa.
Yay!
Guess who's got questions? Lisa's got questions. It's Lisa's Question Corner!
All right, Samantha. I got 3 questions for you.
Okay, go.
Number 1, why do people have superstitions?
I don't know. That's a good one.
Like, what's that about? Hey, like, why? Like, of all the things in the world that we gotta worry about, now we gotta worry about the lucky number 13,
or wearing your favorite pair of socks,
or don't step on a crack; it'll break your mama's back.
I don't know. Like, is a superstition the same thing as like you always need to wear the same watch or the same ring or the same bracelet?
It is. Yeah. Put things on in the same, like, I think it's like, so we've just won, 3 hockey games in a row. So my jock went on 4th. It still needs to go on 4th. I think it's all those things.
I was wearing a beard when they started to win. I got to keep wearing the beard.
Right? My playoff beard.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like, why do we bother with superstitions?
I think it's just something. It's like a habit, maybe?
Maybe. I don't know. It just seems weird to me. I'm just like, out of all the things in the world, now I got to remember to not step on the crack. I got to remember to lift my feet up going over the train tracks.
Be careful how you have to throw salt over your left shoulder.
Right?
If you spill it.
Right? If I spill that, I got to do that.
Don't walk under a ladder.
Right? Don't drop my mirror. God forbid I drop my mirror and get 7 years of bad luck.
Yeah.
Right? And those are all things that we get paranoid about.
Huh. Fear. Weird, eh? Is it something we grew up with?
I don't know.
Is it something that just is ingrained in us as we grow up?
Seems weird, eh?
Interesting.
So that's my first one. My second one. Why do most barbecue start buttons not work?
I don't know.
Right?
But it's true.
It's true. They look pretty. That red button looks nice, but it don't work.
Because I think it's the least paid attention to gadget on the barbecue.
But it is probably the one gadget that if it worked successfully and consistently, I wouldn't mind barbecuing.
Exactly.
Right? Because I don't want to lift up, turn the propane on, and then get my fire starter down in there. I don't want to do all that.
Wait, the only barbecue I've ever used in the last 4 or 5 years was the one at the Gibson cabin.
Yeah.
And every time I go to turn it on, I'm like, please don't blow up.
Exactly. Because you just don't know, right? You just don't know what you're getting into.
I go to it and I'm like, oh, okay, just do it.
I know, hey?
But that starter does work.
It does work.
It does work.
But you still have to do other stuff to it, don't you?
Well, you still have to turn it on. No, you just, it does its thing. But the thing is that the starter button not working is a pain in the ass.
Is a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
right?
Totally.
My other thing, my last but not least, Samantha. Who decided that the bagel needed to become a sandwich bread?
When did that happen?
When you get like sandwiches on a bagel. Like a belt.
It doesn't make it a sandwich.
It's a sandwich bread.
It's not a bread. A bagel is not a bread.
It's a sandwich bread. If you put like the Egg McMuffin in it, it's a sandwich bread. That's what
people have been putting stuff between bagels for a really long time.
It should just be jam and butter.
No, it's lox and bagels. Like, have you ever heard of that before?
Yeah, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be a sandwich bread.
Yeah, it is though.
But who decided that?
Somebody who needed a sandwich
and had no bread.
Yeah, I decided to use a bagel.
Just use a bagel.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Doesn't make much sense to me.
It makes sense to me.
Well, we're going to disagree on that.
I think so.
Huh. Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So, Lisa.
Samantha.
Thoughts on the verdict.
Oh, do we want to?
Of the trial.
Do we want to?
I don't know.
Well, you know what? I think that I think I'm thrilled that he was found guilty.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I don't know if I need to say much more about it.
No, I don't think we do.
Right?
No.
I think that, that was what needed to be done.
I think it's time for the system to be reformed, and it's time that it needed to happen. Like
there needs to be repair.
There needs to definitely be a repair to the system.
Yes, right. But I think that there's a lot of change that needs to happen, and I think this is one small step for mankind.
Mm-hmm. Step in the right direction, and justice was served, and I think that was the best thing that could have happened.
I think so too. And hopefully only good can come from this, and
so.
only positive things should hopefully come from this, and hopefully, we start to see a better situation. Is that maybe the way to put it? Yeah. I know there's a lot of controversy, but I think justice, in my opinion, I think justice was done, and I think that I hope that there's lessons to be learned.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I think there's a lesson to be learned in this as well.
Okay.
A UK mother conceives second baby while carrying her first baby.
Ew. Ew.
I'm like, first I checked it to make sure it wasn't a fake story.
Because now we need to do that.
Apparently this can happen. It's extremely rare, and it's called a superfetation. Getting pregnant while already carrying a baby is so rare that in one 2008 study, they found fewer than 10 recorded cases in the world.
Dear women, why you doing it?
Yeah.
While you're pregnant. God.
So 3 weeks after the first baby was conceived,
yeah,
the second baby was conceived. So the first
bang.
baby, the first baby, yeah. So the first baby was 4 pounds, some ounces, and the second baby, who was 3 weeks younger, was only 2 pounds when she was born.
Well, keep it wrapped up, dude.
I know, and I'm like, wow.
Keep it in your pants. Keep it in your pants.
That's like some super sperm. There's some big shit happening there.
That's some super spreaders right there. Right?
So they're considered fraternal twins too, even though they're 3 weeks apart in
wow,
when they started life, I guess. So
it's bizarre.
Isn't that weird?
That is really weird.
But that is, there's something to be said then, ladies, because apparently from what I read, they found it's extremely rare because it's usually the uterus is in a position where it is not fertile. Like once a baby's conceived, the uterus is done doing what it's supposed to do, and it's now concentrating on what it's doing.
And chances are the woman's done doing what she used to do too.
Right. So so it's not really like fertile grounds for making another human being.
Wow.
So they're surprised that it happened 3 weeks after the first conception.
That's a good woman.
And I'm like,
that's a good woman.
Yeah, that's fun.
That is a good woman. Holy.
They were very happy and very surprised, but I'm just
sure
like,
they were.
Wow, that's so crazy.
She deserves a cape.
I think she totally deserves a cape.
Right? So crazy. You know what else has kind of been getting on my nerves lately, Samantha? Why does everything have to become healthy? Things like ice cream to frozen yogurt. Well,
but some frozen yogurt isn't that healthy either.
Oh, well, that's good to know at least. Right?
You know what? I think we're a society obsessed with health because we think, well, everything sugar related is bad for you, I suppose. Yes. And that's what we're told. That everything with sugar in it, if it's not natural, is bad for you. Right. Anything processed is bad for you. But it's like, you tell us it's bad and tell us to stay away from it. Who wants it more?
This girl.
Yeah.
Right? This girl. I know the O. Henry's bad. Right? It doesn't matter.
But it tastes so good.
Tastes so good. You know what I want to start doing? I want to start eating, you know how you can buy that grapefruit cut up into pieces?
Yes.
I want to start eating that and adding equal to it.
Okay. Why?
Because I think I would love it.
And why do you want to eat grapefruit?
Because I read that it's good to help your muffin top go away. Right? Right?
Okay. Check with your doctor first because grapefruit reacts with other medication.
Oh, it'll be fine, Samantha. I feel. You know what else? Here's something. Here's my newest revelation, okay? You ready for this?
Oh, God, yes. Let's hear it, shall we?
So I walk quite a bit at work, right? Like where my office is, to where my store is, to where my stockroom is, right? I'm logging the miles, eh? Which is fine. So what I've noticed is that I'm walking faster than I used to.
Ooh.
And then all of a sudden I had to stop the other day because I was like, oh my God, I wonder if I'm starting to become an athlete.
You might be.
Do you think I could be becoming an athlete?
Yes.
I thought so too.
You could be a speed walker, Lisa.
Well, I'm not walking quite that fast yet, but I'm walking quicker than my normal saunter. I don't care when I get there walk. Right?
My normal saunter.
My normal saunter. You know, because you know me, I'm not really a fast walker by nature.
No, you are not.
No, right? Because I don't care. I'll get there when I get there. Now I seem to have a little more pep in my step.
Oh, there you go. There
I know.
You go.
So do you think I'm becoming an athlete?
Potentially.
Am I looking like it?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
But you haven't really seen all of me, so you don't know. Right?
Well,
Other
you
than
said you
minus
still
the
have a muffin top.
Well, that's my bone of contention. Right? That's what that is.
Oh, you'll survive.
Uh-huh. I'm just saying.
Hey, but speaking of food.
Yep.
On your hot dog, Lisa.
Oh, yes.
What 3 toppings are you going to add? You can only have 3.
I can only have 3?
Uh-huh.
I gotta have mustard.
Uh-huh.
Oh. I gotta have sauerkraut.
Okay.
And I gotta have ketchup.
Yeah.
Those are my 3. If I can only add 3.
You can only have 3.
Okay.
I'm doing mustard, relish, and potentially some onions.
Oh, okay. Which is funny for you with the onions.
You know, I like cooked onions on my hot dog.
Cooked, you like, but not on a burger.
No.
Makes no sense.
I know.
I feel that this might be a question that I'm going to probably put on our Facebook. See what the folks have to say maybe on the weekend.
Yes.
See what the friends of the podcast have to say.
This is true. Okay.
Yes.
So apparently there's a workaround getting across the border from the States to Canada.
Oh, what is it?
All you have to do is hire a cab to cross the border to get into Canada.
How much does a cab cost you?
I have no clue. That's what people have been doing to get into Ontario.
Well, I think Ontario is pretty hard to get into right now.
But apparently that's how people have been getting into Canada without having to quarantine. They've been hiring a cab, and if you pay them extra money, they'll drive you right to your house.
And nobody at the border stops a cab?
I don't know. Like, apparently not.
Seems... Why do we need... Here's the thing. Why do we need the rule breakers right now? Right? You know, it's so weird. It's like there's been a complete switch. There's like Canada is in COVID variant overload.
Yes.
And the US, our friends in America, it's like it never existed. Ryan and Kelly were talking the other day about how they're doing all these different things now on their wheel in the morning. There's prizes that are trips again.
Oh.
And I'm like, hey, there is still like US, America, dear America, you don't got the COVID anymore?
No, they do, but everyone's getting their vaccines.
I know, but it doesn't make it perfect. We still have to be careful.
I know, but apparently.
I don't know. I worry for America.
I worry for us.
I worry for us too. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but you know who else I worry for?
Who?
The woodpecker.
You shouldn't worry for the woodpecker.
Apparently, actually, I do, because I think you really will go after it, because the life expectancy of a woodpecker was, I believe, explained to us by someone.
It was 2 people actually. Andrea explained it, and then I got a message about it too.
Yeah. It's long, right?
It's long.
It's long.
It's really long. Let's just say it's probably could outlive me.
Yeah.
Not if I get my hands on it, it won't.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? I think the woodpecker can live for a really long time.
Yeah. Yep, it can. And I think that's hilarious because it's going to drive you insane.
Because he just comes back every year. So I thought it was generational. No, it's still Dad.
Yeah, it's still Dad.
Still Mr. Woodpecker. Right? Still Mr. Woodpecker.
It is still Mr.
All
Woodpecker.
those kids are waiting to take their turn.
Just like everybody's waiting for the queen to die. So,
well, you know what? Don't even talk like that, right? Because long live the queen.
Long live the queen.
Long live the queen.
Okay, but now is my favorite part of the show. Lisa, it's things you want to know. All right, Lisa. 5 random facts just for you.
Okay, Samantha.
Did you know that playing dance music can help ward off mosquitoes?
Well, last summer I know that you dancing by trying to ward off black flies.
Oh God, just because I was wearing the wrong color.
Right, you were in bright blue. I did not know that the mosquitoes don't like dance music.
Yes, apparently. So let's get our dance on.
All right. That's too funny.
Did you know the King of Hearts is the only king in a deck of cards without a mustache?
I did not know. I've never paid that much attention.
Me neither.
Interesting.
Yes. Cool,
Huh.
cool. A great well, he is a great Canadian, but it's a Greek Canadian man invented the Hawaiian pizza.
Praise be to him.
Praise be to him.
Praise be to him. Right?
That's funny. Your fingernails grow faster on your dominant hand.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to agree with that, I think.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Huh. Weird.
I don't know. Weird.
The last one's controversial, but I'm going to say it anyways.
All right.
American cheese is not American. Ooh,
shut the front door.
I know. I learned that its processed cheese is thought of as an American product, but it was actually invented in Switzerland. It was created by Waltz Gerber and Fritz Stelter in 1911 to lengthen the shelf life before it was shipped overseas.
Really?
American cheese ain't American.
Wow. Why did they call it that?
I have no idea.
Huh.
I think it's like government cheese.
And now that you talk about that, right, government cheese, because the Wahlbergs always talk about that.
Government cheese.
Right? Alma Wahlberg, right? The mom?
Yeah, she passed away.
Oh, I was really sad because I really enjoyed her on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sad about that.
Yeah.
They always
say American cheese is government cheese. Government cheese. Yeah.
And what's the equivalent in Canada?
Velveeta? I don't know.
Like, is it just a cheese slice?
I guess, maybe.
Really?
Potentially.
Huh. Interesting.
I know. Weird, hey?
Yeah, really weird. Really weird.
So those are my random facts. What'd you think?
Good fact. I think good facts. I love random facts, Samantha.
Good. Do you have an I shake my head this week?
I do. My I shake my head this week is about bagged salad.
Uh-oh.
Why does bagged salad, even though the expiry date says good until April 26th, it's never good until then once you open it?
I know, because it always gets a little wonky.
It always starts to go a little brown, right? So you can get one good salad day out of it.
Maybe.
And that's really it.
Uh-huh.
Why is that? That's why I shake my head. I've been shaking my head at salad all weekend.
I just don't think salad has a long shelf life anyways. So,
you don't think, yeah. But in the lettuce it does.
No. Ugh. You know, I'm weird about vegetables and fruit,
yes,
right?
you are. You are.
As my mother is discovering.
Yes. Imagine that. The daughter she never really knew.
Yeah. You know what? When I have a bag salad, I eat it the day that I buy it or the day after because I really don't think it lasts until its due date.
There's just no way it does.
No.
And it gets a smell. And then my other thing that makes me shake my head is why can't it be in a Ziploc baggy bag?
True, because are you going to eat the whole thing? Probably not.
No, right? And yet it says just cut it open. I don't want to cut it open. I want it to be in a Ziploc baggy bag. That's what I want.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. So I've been shaking my head at lettuce. I did the Caesar salad, shook my head at it. I did the lettuce, shook my head at it. I'm just shaking my head. Shaking my head. What about you, Samantha? You have an I shake my head?
Lisa, apparently I'm really good at procrastination.
Well, Samantha, I think you always were good at it.
I know. Anybody else? Like I feel like I'm not alone.
Like, what are you procrastinating on? Everything?
Well, things I think I don't really want to do, I'm really good at avoiding.
Yeah, like being on time. Like, all this is just going to set you back so bad. Oh my God, I can hardly wait. Right? Like the new, like Sam time is just going to take on a full new meaning.
That's a whole new meaning.
Yeah, like you getting ready, right? Like you got to be somewhere at 9 and you got to get ready. I can see you getting ready at like 1:45, right? So I think you always could procrastinate, but now I think maybe you're fine tuning it.
I think I'm getting it to the next level.
Are you?
Yeah.
And you still have another month of it.
Yeah, at least or more. Yep.
Right? Exactly. But at least now with your recovery, soon you're going to go into you're going to get to go for a car ride phase. Those were good days.
Yes, I can't wear to actually use the walking boot as a walking boot.
Exactly, right? And then you can just stick your head out the window and get some fresh air. It's so fun. And then that's when you're like, can I just come along for the ride? I'll just wait in the car. Right? So you'll volunteer to go get groceries, but I'll just sit in the car. I did that for the longest time.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, right? Because I just wanted to, because it was my ride. And then don't you remember? I remember, and then I would go to Shoppers. Right? Because that was my out.
That was your out.
I'm like, I have absolutely nothing to buy again. Like, it's like, you need another mascara. I'm like, I didn't like that last one.
No, didn't like it at all.
Didn't like it at all. Right? And then I would just buy another mascara.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So, well, I'm glad you don't procrastinate away, right?
No, don't encourage.
Well, I don't know how you get around it. You're not going to.
I think I gotta get a plan.
You need a plan. I don't think you need a plan quite yet.
Okay.
Soon. I'll help you with a plan.
Okay, good.
I'm your friend. I'll help you, Samantha.
That's
my
else,
job.
Anybody else procrastinating? Anybody else want to help me not procrastinate? Let me know.
All right. But I think deep down you always could do it okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still get things done, I think, for the most part.
So here's the difference, okay? It's like when you get up in the morning, right? So me and you, this is where we differ. I get up in the morning. What's the first thing I do? I have a shower. You? And even way before you got hurt. No. Like on a day off, if we both were having a day off. No. Right? You're not doing that.
No.
Right? If I have to go and do something, I'm going to do it right away.
Yeah.
You are doing it at the end of your day off. I'm doing it at the beginning of my day off. Right? So I have my whole day off to enjoy, and you're going to enjoy your day off and then cram it in and be mad that you have to do it at the end of your day. That's how you work, my friend.
That's because you married a Gibson.
I know, right? So it's just ingrained in me. Right? So funny. So funny, Samantha.
Enough of that.
Enough of that.
I think we have come to the end of our show, Lisa.
I think we have. Da-na-na, right?
We would like to thank John for putting us together every week. We really appreciate that. We want you guys to remember to check out our social media. That's Facebook, our Instagram, and the Twitter.
Samantha? Anything else you can think of this week?
No, my weeks aren't big, Lisa, so I got nothing else.
Anything else exciting? Are you still watching your Masked Singer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
We watched it tonight.
Did you watch it tonight? Can't do it. I can't do it. HHG's still watching The Voice.
Oh, good for her.
I'm not doing any of those shows.
No, I'm not doing that one.
I'm not doing any of them. All right. I think, I don't think I have anything else to add.
All right.
So, you know what, Samantha? Guess what? Always a pleasure.
It should be.
This has been a transmission of the Podfix Network. For more about this show and other great Podfix programs, go to podfixnetwork.com.